where we begin. In the truth of our skin. Make history and leave your mark, lighting the way through the dark. We're more than magic. We are kin. At Wisteria, where we begin. No spell can bind us tighter than the chosen family we began. In every laugh, in every tear, we rise together, year by year.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beehive. I hope you guys have had a beautiful couple of days. Um, so I am over here at the beehive location in Wisteria, and you see these little huts. Each of these little huts, you can actually go inside. Some of them you can actually um, put your beehives in. Just when you're over in the beehive area, you have to have one of these uniforms on. So I'm going to show you a location on the map. You definitely want to get a bike or you might have to run all the way over here. Most people, once they leave Briar Bridge, they all put their beehives over here. You actually want to come all the way down and put your beehives over here really, because this is where you have to wash your honey, which a lot of people seem to be having trouble figuring that out. We figured it out yesterday with the help of people who have been down here. So don't be afraid to ask people how to wash your honey and clean it. Then you go back over here in the shopping center where I'll do a video over there, connect with it, where you sell your clean honey. You'll make a pretty good epic um, payment out for yourself because the pay rate in Wisteria is not that high. So everybody's trying to find jobs to do stuff. But um, as you can see, this is the hivery, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go down here. This is somebody else's beehives, and you can sit up to 3 beehives. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna go into my inventory. I'm out of them now, but I had 10 beehives, and then you have to get oh my God, I can't think of the name of it. Well, I'll show you guys when I go back to the story. So you want to get you have to have you get panels. That's what it is. You have to have 3 panels for each beehive. So you have to make sure you're mapping your math right. So if you got 10, um, you're gonna need 3 panels for each beehive that you place. You can place 3 beehives at once. If it disappears in your eye, just know it's still there. And then it's 8 minutes for them to the bees to do their magic. Then you go up to it, you flex your E, you pick up your bees, and it goes into a pot for a crate for you to carry. And you're gonna have to slide your finger across your little hand icon, and put it into the crate. Now I've done that. I got one more crate left, and I'll show you guys that process. But you come down here, and when you come into the first main area, you have 2 huts, right? You're gonna have 2 huts. This is where you clean your honey. So we're gonna do that. You'll get a spatula. You want to buy a spatula when you're over at the shop. And once you click on the spatula, giving me trouble. Can't give me trouble now. Alright, hold on. Alright, once you do click on it, you're gonna clean it and you're gonna drop it in here. So we're gonna do our 10. You don't have to hold the button long, you just kinda just click on it. Clean it. Be mindful of other people in here so that you don't punch them when you leave out. this case, it's kind of like sliding over there for me. Sometimes it glitches out and does that. Sometimes you gotta slide it over there yourself. But you're just clicking it out of there, clicking on the scraper, seeing all your bees, honey. So this is not like, a quick task. This takes time. And I think I did 3 carts today. So then it disappears. You come back out. And now you're going to go next door. Now when you go next door, this is where you clean it with your jars. You click, 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 click. Alright? And then you wind. And as you wind, it's going to get wider. And you do have to wind it. You can't just hold it. Alright? And then you get your jar. You normally get 2 jars per one cleaning. And that's it. That's pretty much the process. Then you take it back to the shop. You find the correct shop owner because there's 2 over here. One where you buy the equipment that you need, and the second one is where you sell your clean honey. Now, like I said, you have honey crates all over here. People will be having honey crates all day. But now I'm just going to take you around the tour. So if you come down this ramp, you're going to see huts, like I said, that you can enter and whatnot. But notice that they have like the cutest things in places. Like I would love to take a photo here, but you gotta have this uniform on, or the bees will sting you. All right, but this is really nice. I like that they did this. This is cute. It goes along the riverbank, and as you can see, people have already put stuff over there. Be mindful of fire. It does burn. Just in case anybody wanted to know, yeah, that burns. And then they have this other one over here. I don't know if we're gonna use these spots later, um, for RP for classes or whatever. There's another one, and I know people like to do their photo shoot, so you probably could come over here since there's no beehive nearby to do your little photo shoots or whatever. And um, when you go into these little huts, because like I said, they're everywhere. Little huts are everywhere. You can't third eye anything to my knowledge yet. They're just locations for you to hang out. So if you want to RP that you live over here in the beehive, you can. Then they have this back here that I noticed. It's like a school. So I don't know if we're gonna use these at schools later or whatever, but it reminds me of a classroom. Because we're in our first semester right now. So they'll expand it as we go on. There's Cornell. And then, like I said, the little huts are everywhere. And I think that was the only like those 3 things, the 2 statues. There's another one around here. Hold on, because there's a whole throne. There's a whole throne. I'm trying to see if I can find it, because they're like hidden in the corners. There we go. Here's another little spot with a throne. I might take a photo over here later. I'm not sure yet, but that's what I mean. And you can put your beehives down all around here. We're gonna pick up mine. This is my last one. Back over here where Cornell is. And this is my last beehive. And like I said, you're just grabbing them. You can't click on them and then drop in like the other one where you're clicking on it and it goes into the cleaner. You have to grab these out. and then it disappears. Poof. So now I'm gonna go clean my honey, which is gonna take some time. Uh, I do recommend getting a bike if you can, so you can get around here quicker, unless you want to really run really far. Werewolves can jump pretty far, so they got that down. And we can teleport as fairies or witches, but we can't like teleport as far as they can jump. But I'll see you guys at the next part of the video where we will go back to sell, and I'll show you guys where you have to buy everything and what you need to buy and what you don't need to waste your money buying. That bull. Now that I think about it, what is that shape? Is it like a bull's head? Oh, all right. So this is where we're gonna sell that creamy honey. Wait, hold on. Oh no! Ain't no way. I'm about to cry. All that hard work and it disappeared. Ay, it was glitching out like crazy. But anyway, you would your clean honey would go there. You normally get like I had 30 bottles. That hurts my feelings right now. All my clean honey. So you would sell there, and what you want to do, you want to buy at least 30 jars, 30 of each really. And then remember, if you buy a beehive, if you have 10 or 20, you need to get 3 of these for each side. So one for each, one beehive, and you have to get 3 beehive frames for each side. And get your beekeeper suit and your scraper and your placement scanner and a spatula. You only need one of each of those. Get a beehive for remember for each beehive you need 3 panels. You need one bee suit, and I normally get 30 of each for the jar and the bees. Over here you also have um I don't know what they're gonna do with this location later. Who knows? Might just be props. But you can buy food over here as well. So you have food over here, so you can buy your food. which I'm good so far. And then you have back here in the corner is where you have um, the garage. So you can go back there and pull your bike out or whatever. And they have this cool little fire sitting spot as well. I want to say this is like a very peaceful spot, a very peaceful space in general. I'm really mad about my bees, guys, because that was a lot of work. I've never been up here. Hold on.
Where are you now?
There's this thing. Carnell's yelling in my ear. Tell him to be quiet. All right, guys. I appreciate you watching this video. I'm so bummed. So I think I sold 11 jars last time. I had 11 jars.
No,
11
you know
jars
you have
got
to go
me
down. I can look down. I can look there for 2 minutes. And
11 jars got me 3,000. So imagine what my lovely 30 jars I was supposed to have. Anyway, it is what it is. I don't know why my jars just decided to disappear. Because I had clean honey and I had about a good 30 of them.
oh, there you go.
So I'm probably gonna have to redo it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
From wings of flame to whispers low, we gather where the wild winds blow. No need to hide, path so clear at Wisteria. We're welcome here. This is where we begin.